Up with KREM begins now.
New permanent road closures could impact the morning commute in Spokane. This morning, where streets are closed to make way for the north-south freeway.
And we're enjoying a few degrees warmer of overnight lows thanks to how much cloud cover we've had overnight. We'll be talking about why those clouds have rolled in and what that means as we head toward the weekend.
And this weekend, the Northwest's largest art and music exhibition is coming to Spokane. This morning, we introduce you to the youngest artist featured at Terrain. Yeah, looking forward to that. I know that's always a huge event for Spokane.
Yes, and preview night is tonight, so tickets are still on sale for that.
Oh, excellent. Looking forward to that story coming up.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Evan,
what
are we looking at outside?
A bit of rain. It's a little rainy. Oh, Brandon's getting creative with these things. I like it.
Beautiful look behind you.
Yeah, it's really nice. The pavilion has been looking great. I haven't gotten used to the fact that it's all lit up every morning, so I'm just enjoying it every day where I'm like, oh, look at that. How about that?
I love seeing it in our skyline.
Isn't it nice?
Beautiful.
Okay, so here's what we got this morning. A little bit of cloud cover, but at least these clouds aren't very low to the ground, meaning fog. We haven't seen much of that pop up. Instead, what we're seeing is the promotion of cloud development higher up and, of course, some rain coming down. So what we see off towards central Washington is some showers that have just begun to taper off. That's around the Moses Lake and Othello area. Moving up toward Kettle Falls and Bonners Ferry, northern mountains, we're picking up on some snow showers up toward higher elevations above about 3,000 or above about 5,000 feet, I should say. Right now, rain looks to be pushing its way across eastern Washington and into North Idaho, but I'd say chances are in Spokane we aren't going to see all that much. Expect cloudy conditions for today. The occasional scattered light shower, maybe a sprinkle or two. 42 degrees though right now in Spokane, Deer Park and Kettle Falls. 36 in Sandpoint. 41 right now in Coeur d'Alene and 52 in Pomeroy. So it is warmer as opposed to those 20s and 30s. We've been able to retain some of that heat. Now, this is kind of that layout for the next 12 hours. We could have a chance of the sun peeking out from the clouds for a minute or two between about 8 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, though, expect generally cloudy conditions. Temperatures, though, will still warm up to the mid-50s for afternoon highs. This is still 10 degrees below average, but the average-like temperatures will be returning by the time we get to about your Saturday and Sunday. Sunday and Monday seem to be the days that will kind of stick to the 60s before another cool down comes our way, which we will be talking about more in just a bit.
I think about it every night. Even thinking about it makes me want to cry.
That is the voice of a stabbing victim. Police say he is one of 3 people attacked last October in Spokane. The victims are now asking why it's taking so long to take the suspect to trial.
All of a sudden, I felt a sharp jab through the back. He stabbed me on the first side through my lungs. Then he stabbed me again on the right side, and then I started to scream.
Authorities say the suspect underwent several mental health evaluations in the past year. They say that could explain the delay. He is scheduled to appear in court November 1st. A standoff in Spokane caught the attention of a famous comedian. Daniel Tosh, host of Tosh.0, featured KREM in his bit. It stems from a standoff this week at a gas station. Authorities say the suspect used Doritos to start a fire. In a Facebook post, Tosh says Doritos will be his chosen survival tool. The post has received hundreds of comments and shares. The suspect in the case is facing arson and burglary charges, among others. An estimated 1,900 Boeing airplanes will need to be inspected. FAA leaders say crews discovered cracks in the wings. The inspection order impacts multiple Boeing models. However, the already troubled 737 MAX jet is not affected. Boeing leaders say safety and quality are their top priorities. An investigation is underway this morning after a World War II airplane crashed in Connecticut. It left 7 people dead. Just 5 minutes into the flight yesterday, the pilot reported a problem. While trying to make an emergency landing, the plane hit a building.
What's the reason for coming back?
Got number 4 engine. We'd like to repair them.
Several people were injured in that crash, including one person on the ground. Authorities say the Boeing B-17 bomber was on tour in that area. The plane was operated by an educational group. The pilots offered free rides for a donation. It was one of only 18 left in the country. One of the B-17s was on display at the Spokane International Airport this past July. Well, that is your morning rush. Stories making headlines in the inland Northwest. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM. 5:34 now. Well, a half dozen permanent street closures are coming to Northeast Spokane. It's the latest development in the construction of the North-South Freeway. KREM 2's Casey Decker went to the area to explain what drivers need to know.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, crews shut down portions of these 6 streets forever. It will no longer be possible to use them to pass the corridor zone. That's for a few reasons. 1, the railroad needs to be realigned, and 2, the new north-south freeway will go directly through that area. So, where will east-west traffic be routed? WashDOT says the main roadways will be Carlisle and Euclid, but Euclid will also be closed for a short time. WashDOT currently estimates between October 21st and November 4th. They'll be moving some utilities and then rebuilding the railroad and the street. So during late October, some drivers may have to add nearly a mile to their route to travel south to Carlisle or north to Wellesley. Wellesley, too, will eventually see a long-term closure, but they won't shut it down until Euclid reopens. Originally, Wellesley was going to close in the late summer. Now it's sometime in the late fall, though we don't know exactly when. Once it closes down, it won't open up again until 2022. For 3 years, drivers will need to reroute a mile north to Francis or a mile south to Euclid, an estimated 2 to 3 minutes longer trip. WashDOT has said they looked at ways to avoid that closure, but none were feasible. The closure will allow the highway to expand to Wellesley by 2022, the southernmost point to date.
All right, Casey, thank you so much. 5:35 now. Well, these additions to your drive will continue, and the construction has a long ways to go. Currently, the freeway is expected, as Casey mentioned, to be open in 2029. All right, let's check in with Dana Marie now for the speed feed.
Thanks, Jen, and thanks for waking up with KREM this morning. It's time for your speed feed stories you'll see on your social media feed this morning. Well, now you can look as fresh as the Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith just launched a new clothing line inspired by the iconic sitcom. It's called Bel-Air Athletics, and you can buy the clothes at shopwillsmith.com. Love that. And this year, Target is making sure all kids can celebrate Halloween. They just launched a line of costumes for kids in wheelchairs and walkers. In the past, parents had to put in the work to make their own costumes, but now kids can get a princess carriage or a pirate ship that fits right over their wheelchair. There's also a special costume for kids with sensory disorders, including an ultra comfy unicorn or shark. They have hidden openings in the front pockets for convenient abdominal access if needed. And they're just adorable. How fun is that? And put on your favorite pink outfit today because it's Mean Girls Day, the anniversary of the famous movie quote, "On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was." And it's the 15th anniversary of the movie's release. Lindsay Lohan plays an outsider who gains admission into the plastics. A clique of the popular high school girls. A special Blu-ray and digital edition of the movie comes out today. Mean Girls creator Tina Fey is also hosting a movie watching party on Facebook Live tonight. What a classic. And now I feel dumb not wearing pink next to Jen in her pink. I can't sit with us.
It's supposed to be on Wednesdays.
I was going to say, it's not Wednesday, though. So.
Yeah.
It's not Wednesday.
But I do like that it's the 15th anniversary. That makes me feel really old.
Did you plan that with the pink?
It was just a fortunate coincidence.
That's awesome.
But I feel like if I ever need a Halloween costume, I could go as Lindsay Lohan in that. Just find an oversized pink polo and call it good. Yeah. Very easy. All right, it is 5:37 now. Well, this morning we're asking you, do you think state laws on vaping will make a difference? Let us know what you think by weighing in on our morning poll. You can vote right now on krem.com/vote or on the new KREM 2 mobile app. We'll have updated results for you in the next 6 minutes.
And the CDC is using flu forecasting to determine what our season will look like this year. At 6 o'clock, we tell you how trends from the other side of the world gives clues on our flu season in the inland Northwest.
Plus, we want to remind you that KREM 2 is hosting a mayor debate tomorrow. It's called Speak Out Spokane. The debate is between Ben Stuckert and Nadine Woodward, who are running for the mayor of Spokane. So we have been collecting your questions, and now we're going to be asking them to the candidates. You can tune in to Speak Out Spokane on Friday at 7 p.m.